months. That is all it takes. Most people overestimate that what they can do in a day, but they drastically underestimate what they can do in 6 to 12 months of hyper-focused, uninterrupted execution. Look around you. The 99% aren't just people who earn less money. They are people who are fundamentally distracted. They are slaves to other people's agendas, other people's content, other people's dreams. They are sleepwalking through a life they didn't choose. You are likely feeling stuck right now, not because you lack capability, but because you lack clarity. You are trying to build a dream life without first understanding the nightmare you are currently living in. This is the concept of the anti-vision. Motivation is fleeting. It is cute. It gets you to buy a gym membership on January 1st and quit by January 15th. But fear, disgust, the realization that if you don't change something today, you will be in the same exact stagnant position 5 years from now. That is a fuel that never burns out. So here is the promise. If you are willing to embrace a season of strategic isolation, what we call monk mode, for 6 to 12 months, you can solve the money problem, the body problem, and the mind problem forever. But you have to be willing to disappear. So how do we actually do this? How do we compress a decade of growth into a year? We are going to break this down into 3-step protocol. Step 1. Biological reset. Before we talk about business or making money, we have to talk about your brain. Right now, your brain is broken. You fried your dopamine receptors with short-form content, cheap thrills. You can't focus on a book for 20 minutes. So how do you expect to build a business for 6 months? For the first 30 days, you aren't trying to become a millionaire. You are trying to become a human again. This means boring is good. Boredom is not the enemy. Boredom is the incubator for ideas. You need to resensitize yourself to the effort. When you cut out the digital noise, you stop needing to be entertained every 60 seconds. Suddenly, the hard work doesn't feel hard. It feels like work. Step 2. Strategic isolation. This is the part that scares people. You need to ghost your old life to build a new one. Society tells you that you need to be connected to be happy. That is a lie. The most successful people view solitude as a luxury. I want you to enter a period of social fasting. You aren't being antisocial, you are being selectively social. For the next 6 months, you say no to the drinks every Friday. You say no to the events that doesn't serve the vision. You are clearing the calendar to make room for the Magnum Opus, the one project that will lift you out of your current reality. This is your incubation period. Every butterfly has to be in the cocoon. If you skip the cocoon, you die a caterpillar. Step 3. The boring execution. Now that your brain is fixed, your calendar is clear, what do you actually do? You don't need to grind for 16 hours a day. That's fake productivity. You need 4 hours of deep work. Pick one high leverage skill. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's coding, maybe it is sales. Every single morning before the world wakes up and demands your attention, you give 4 hours to this skill. If you do this for 6 months, you will have 700 hours of specialized practice. That puts you in the top 1% of proficiency in almost any field. That is the math of success. The next 6 months are going to pass anyway. You can arrive at that future date exactly where you now. Scrolling, waiting, wishing things were different. Or you can arrive there as a completely different person. People will ask you where you went. They'll ask you why you haven't been around. And when you finally re-emerge, they'll ask you how you got so lucky. Don't tell them, just show them the work. Disappear, do the work. I'll see you on the other side.